Our incline dumbbell bicep curl is a great strength isolation move for the biceps, so for the front of the arms. You're going to want a bench for this exercise, and you're going to want it adjusted up to about a 45-degree incline. For our Reebok benches that we typically use for our daily shred, that's going to be the first setting up from a flat bench. So the first one up to where you're at about a 45. We're then going to grab two weights here, one in each hand. We're going to lean back against that bench to where our whole back, including our shoulder blades, are back against the bench. Make sure you're flat here against the bench, not seated forward or hunched over like this. Then we're going to bring those dumbbells down at our sides, point those palms to the ceiling, and we're going to keep those elbows pointed towards the floor as we curl those weights on up, and then get full stretch as we come back down here. Remember, we're keeping those upper arms stationary. The biggest thing that an incline does for this movement is it takes our torso out of it. It makes us lean back against that bench, and then we can't use that torso for any kind of momentum to get the weights up. So it's typically going to be a harder exercise than a normal standing bicep curl. So make sure, same key points that you would use on a regular bicep curl. Make sure that upper arm is staying stationary. That's the number one biggest mistake on this exercise, is going to be bringing the upper arms forward and back like this to help get momentum and help get the shoulders involved in this exercise. So make sure you're keeping the elbows pointed to the floor and it's staying completely stationary. All that movement is coming from the lower arm, from the elbow down to the wrist throughout here. So slow it on down, focus on not moving here. The other big thing is make sure you're keeping the shoulder blades back against that bench, and make sure we're not coming up like this. What this is going to do is kind of going to give us a little bit more of an advantage, put us into a position where we can cheat a little bit more on this exercise. So keep the shoulder blades back against that bench so that we're trying to put all of that focus on the biceps. Keep those palms facing up towards the ceiling. This isn't a variation of this exercise, so those palms are facing up throughout this entire movement. We're not rotating at all. We're not doing hammer curls where the thumbs are up. Keep those palms on up. This exercise, like I said, is going to be a little tougher than you would normally do on a standing bicep curl, so go a little bit lighter. If you normally do maybe 25s or something on a standing bicep curl, drop down to 15s or 20s for this exercise. See how that feels, and then you can make those adjustments based off of there.